I was shot in both of my feet.
It was a surprise release with no promo. It was only on Apple Music the first day. It just went up on Spotify 9 days ago. We don't hear about the streams. This song wasn't for no Billboard, nothing like that.
Because it's not even about the charting. It's the fact that it's like, it got so much TikToks, it got so much Reels, and that means that people are genuinely listening to it. I'm very tired.
Okay loves, welcome back to Exoticteablog. I'm back with another video. Before we get into this one, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so every single time I post you'll be notified. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and I love you. Returning subscribers, y'all should keep doing it for me. I also love you guys too. Grab your cups, because somebody spilled the tea, and let's quickly get into today's video. So we are starting up with Halle and DDG. It has now been announced that it was a temporary restraining order she got on DDG. Okay, now if you do not understand the term temporary restraining order, I'm going to insert a video creator me trying to explain this whole DDG and Halle Bailey's temporary restraining order. Let's just quickly listen to this little clip and I'll get you guys quickly at the end.
Halle Bailey did not secure a restraining order against DDG. That is not what happened. A judge in LA granted her what is called a temporary protective order, which is an entirely different thing than an actual restraining order, and doesn't take nearly as much effort, time, or standard of proof as an actual restraining order. In my extensive research of finding out just what the process of acquiring a restraining order in the state of California is like, I came across a few things that were very interesting. First of all, you can't just file for a restraining order. You have to first file for a temporary restraining order, or a temporary protective order, as it's called sometimes. And those are fairly easy to get. In fact, usually within a 24-hour period, a judge takes on your case and decides if you're deserving of a temporary protective order. And the reason I said that they're fairly easy to obtain is because, one, the person being filed against doesn't even have to be present, so they're not an actual court proceeding. And two, the judge that grants the temporary restraining order doesn't have to be convinced beyond every reasonable doubt. Clear and convincing evidence is not required for a temporary restraining order, which is, as you can see, not as strict as the proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And you can see that's the case if you look at the pictures that TMZ apparently acquired magically from the legal proceedings of this entire thing. These pictures aren't proof of beyond a reasonable doubt. They're only proof that Halle Bailey somehow, someway got hurt. There's no real way to prove that DDG was the one that inflicted all that damage. And by the way, as a quick side note, I'm being sarcastic about TMZ because I know for a fact that Rock Nation has used TMZ as a propaganda tool multiple times in the past. If you know, you know. But we'll talk about that later. Back to the main point. Now, the temporary restraining order, if it is granted by the judge, only lasts about 2 to 3 weeks, usually. And the reason it lasts only that long is because it's kind of a way to create some kind of a buffer, a separation between the two parties until a proper court hearing, where it would actually be determined with a higher standard of proof if a more permanent restraining order would be necessary going forward, which can last up to 5 years in some cases. So basically, in about 3 weeks from now, Halle has to be with DDG in court to prove to a judge that she actually does need that restraining order against DDG. And it'll be her lawyers, her defense team's job to make that case to the judge. And what do you know, after doing a little more digging, I found out that they do have a court date. It's June the 4th, which is about 3 weeks from now. So in conclusion, this whole thing is being blown way out of proportion. DDG is not in trouble at all. I'm not saying he's necessarily in a good place, but these are allegations at best. And a judge in LA granting a temporary restraining order to Halle Bailey is not proof that DDG actually did anything. Again, we have to remember, there's different standards of proof and evidence in the court of law. I did some more research and found out you could get a temporary restraining order based off of hearsay. No joke. Just get a couple of your buddies to say the same thing you're saying in writing or on audio and boom, TRO.
That's that. I inserted that video so most of y'all would be educated on what this whole situation looks like and how it's gonna go. So allegedly they will be going to court 3 weeks from now, but they gave Halle 2 months to go away with the child, I believe. Okay, according to documents from court, they said she has the right to take Halle with her to Italy, where she's going to be filming. Okay, so I don't necessarily understand that part with the whole 3 week situation, but we are going to get into that. Now, Messy Sia Camp decides to side with DDG. Okay, let's quickly get into what she had to say.
DDG, I don't know what the fuck going on. But everybody, all my nieces and nephews keep sending me this shit going on. And I don't know. I don't. But I do know this. We ain't no fucking saints. I've kicked my baby daddy in the fucking stomach and took off running. And when that motherfucker caught me, he hit me back in my stomach and I was out of breath for 5 minutes. Now all I'ma say is this. I don't know who the fuck hit who, but all I can tell you is this. Leave that police ass shit out of the equation, all right? You got a motherfucking baby. If you want some police shit to do, you go to family court and you get your money and you get y'all visitation and let that shit be. I ain't putting no restraining orders on my baby daddies. I'm not doing that. I ain't never tried to. Bitch, I don't want you in jail because you can't do shit for us in there. I'ma beat your ass and you bet not call no fucking police. You whoop my ass, I ain't calling them bitches either. I'm kicking your fucking ass back. And you come get the motherfucking baby after I black your eye and break your fucking elbow, bitch. I don't like this little shit that's going on under the fucking sea. Cause my nephew should be able to see his baby and vice versa.
No shade, I don't necessarily take her serious. I think she's a bloody cloud chaser. Just like DDG, she needs to hang it off that screen. And also, DDG brother decides to take the sympathy route and shed some tears on live. Let's get into this quickly.
It's crazy to say, but to be honest, this nigga has never been able to just get Halo. So now, it's virtually impossible for him to get Halo. What I'm saying on these things is that my brother was pleading to y'all. He was saying it in so many words like, damn, I miss my son. And when my brother would call and tell me like, man, I miss Halo, or he'd see me with woo-up, he'd be like, damn, can't wait to get Halo. And that's off the internet. Man, y'all niggas, I'm being honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and this gonna hurt my heart to say, and it's literally making me like hella emotional. Bro, that's why my brother streams, bro. That's why my brother streams, because he can't see Halo how he want to, bro. That's why y'all see my brother on stream until he goes to sleep. And this shit kind of like low-key fucking a nigga up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, child. I don't want to be like fucking emotional on camera type shit. But, nigga, the reason why my brother is streaming so much, bro, and y'all see this nigga on that bitch for hours, bro, is because that nigga called me and be like, bro, that shit hurt, bro. Every time I talk to my brother, it's not about no hoes. It ain't about what he doing on stream. It ain't about how much money this nigga making. It ain't about no popularity. It's like, damn, that nigga just really want to be a dad, bro. And the craziest thing is that nigga ain't even had a chance to be a dad yet, real. Except when them niggas was together. Bro, when my brother and Halle was together, bro, when they was hiding Halo, bro, them niggas was together every day. Them niggas was together every fucking day, bro. I remember. Nigga, I remember the baby shower. Nigga, I remember everything, bro. And because them niggas' relationship ain't work, bro, that is why my brother can't be a dad. Do you think that my brother would hit a fucking movie star? Do you think that my brother would beat a fucking movie star? Y'all fucking serious? If they called the police, they're going on the way. Come on, bro. Do you think that Halle would hit my brother? This popular ass nigga? Do you think that they could be hitting each other, bro? No. Bro, fuck all of that, bro. At the end of the day, baby mamas and baby daddies, that shit, it don't matter, bro. It's the kid, nigga. Y'all niggas supposed to argue on text messages, fight online, and when that kid, here, come get your kid. But yeah, bro, I'm my bad for getting emotional, bro. But y'all niggas don't understand, bro. Me and my brother is best friends, bro. And that nigga always, when me and my brother get off the, well, every time me and my brother on the phone, that nigga gonna be like, man, I'm finna try to go get Halo. Bro, hour later, I see a stream start. And when the stream start, nigga happy as a motherfucker, bro. Man, hold on, let me show y'all. This stream right here, New York day one. New York day one, right? This stream, he went to New York just to get Halo. And I remember he was like, man, I'm finna try to get Halo. And nigga, he started the stream. I'm like, damn, nigga, what happened? He's like, I don't want to talk about that shit. And that was it. And this happened so many goddamn times, bro.
Now, let me know how you feel about it down below in the comments. If you do not get the memo, they are trying to paint Halle Bailey a certain way. Okay, you have to see the patterns, and I'm seeing it clearly. They're trying to say, oh, Rock Nation this, Rock Nation that. I don't believe that. Even if I know Rock Nation is a trash ass label, they need to be sued, locked up, prison, stuff like that. I honestly feel like Halle Bailey deserves peace from DDG, because DDG is a menace. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's abusive friends, okay? The family member, obviously, our team, DDG, his mom, his sister, his brother, and they all taking the sympathy route. Y'all forgetting something. He can be a good father, but he might not be a good husband or a good boyfriend. So I don't know why y'all trying to act like, oh, he's a saint, when Ruby Rose basically clocked some tea that he was putting hands on her. Okay, so we gonna act like that never happened, and oh, Halle Bailey's putting hands on DDG. Y'all lying. I don't believe that shit. Okay, and one of the biggest dud of all time, DJ Akademiks. I be telling y'all, he a clown. Okay, he a fucking clown. He gonna say anything, and he's part of the people pushing this whole narrative about Halle putting hands on DDG. He also posted one video. He said, oh, Halle abusing DDG's brother when they was clearly playing a game on his live. Like, boy, please. Okay, so Burgerman DDG decides, Akademiks decides to be messy, and his team DDG, and I saw that from afar, because I mean, he always in female business, okay? He don't like females, so clearly that's T. I'm not really shocked, but DDG broke down on live when he was trying to do a giveaway because of the whole Halle Bailey situation. I mean, this is clearly DDG, the same person that put out songs about free Hello, I want to see my child, and the same person that snapped her bed and sent to her frequently and creepily. Let's get into what he did.
This is crazy. Got one of these for y'all though. If y'all want an Amazon code. Forgot to get this away a couple streams ago, so I just get this to y'all now. Get your Amazon ready. Top code if y'all want it. All right, y'all, I'm finna get off.
And yeah, that's that. Okay, so you guys let me know how you feel about it down below in the comments. I thought DJ Akademiks said he broke down. There was no broke down in depth. Okay, nothing was broken. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, DDG's on your faking shit. Okay, he's chasing and he's begging for sympathy. So y'all really expect me to believe that Halle Baby the one putting hands on DDG all the spot? And if you check out DMs, she's always the cam one. Tell me why he's creepy enough to go to her room, snap her bed and send to her and tell her that, oh, I know what you've been on. Like, that shit is corny as fuck. Okay, he needs to hang it up flat screen. Hang it up. Now, moving over from that to another lying ass bitch, Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so if you do not know, Megan been on your scrambling ever since they announced that there was new evidence, which she previously knew. That was why they were trying to get Tory on a live. No shade. I say they. I ain't mention no name, but she knew about that, and 2 days after they told them, Tory was getting stabbed. But anyway, child, Megan Thee Stallion decides to scramble and she spiraled. She announced the Airbnb stuff she's going to be doing, and she also announced that she was putting out her own hot girl bikini line, which I don't think anybody will support. Okay, because Megan, she's known for flopping with her brand things. Same thing with Beyonce. No shade, y'all. Queen B, she be flopping. Secret is one of the most flourishing brands she ever put out. Megan put out Chica and that flop, and I don't think people would care for this. No shade, but like I said, she was scrambling. Jay-Z put a phone on her. He was like, oh, okay, let's do some damage control. And all of a sudden, an interview popped out from nowhere, Megan talking about new music.
I love seeing you thrive, but I feel like in this chapter you're at now, like nothing, no one can stop you.
Oh, at this point in my life, I've definitely learned to kill the noise and just keep going forward. I know who I am. I know I'm that girl. I've been that girl, still gonna be that girl, forever gonna be that girl. So I just gotta put my mind to it to do whatever I want to do.
Hear that in whenever this new music, yes. Right? Why this song to come out of the gate with this new era of music?
I feel like I just wanted to give the hotties a little sample, just something to hold them over until they get the main course, you know? Like, because I can drop music whenever I wake up and feel like it. So that's just what I did. But I'm definitely in album mode right now. Like, I'm about to start making like a whole new genre of Megan. So yeah, I just wanted to drop something.
Music video made me think. It made me put down the croissant and grab the dumbbell because the body is
you can do
body.
Both. You gotta eat the croissant to make the booty get bigger, you know? For the game.
We can have it all.
We can have it all.
I feel like you're in this era where you are just thriving everywhere, personally, professionally. You're glowing.
Oh, God ain't through me yet, my girl.
How would you describe the music that we are in store for?
Honestly, I really can't give you a thing. I can't, I love to surprise the hotties, but like you said, like I'm thriving right now, I'm glowing, I'm growing. So I'm really trying to figure out exactly what I want to sound like. I have so many ideas, but I want to give it to my hotties organized. So we're working on it right now.
Can you share if we'll have any collaboration?
We're definitely going to have collaboration.
Okay, great. I knew
I'm going to do my big one on this album. I'm going to do my big one for the hotties on this album.
Okay.
But I don't think they really believe that we are slow. We, the general public, are slow. Okay? I believe they think we are slow, but we're not slow. Megan Thee Stallion, this ain't passing us, okay? We all know that shit for sure. And I'm going to tell y'all this. This hoe is going to get canceled. Okay, if Tory ever there step out, which I feel like he's going to, because I mean he's popping his ish, people want him out. But if Tory does come out, Megan Thee Stallion is going to be on Kiana forever. I mean flop Kiana squeeze forever. Okay, her career is going to be officially over. Right now her career is basically over, but she should be done. Okay, and that's what is going to happen if Tory ever steps out. Okay, and I believe Rock Nation knows that. That's why they doing anything in their power to keep him there. Alex Spyro did use ChatGPT to respond to the whole situation, and he sounded a mess. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he a chop. Okay, Jay-Z lawyers, they are all scandalous and they are fraudulent. I don't fuck with none of them. Okay, Rock Nation people, nah. Except Halle, because y'all trying to push that same narrative. I don't think Halle's with the whole Rock Nation demon thing. She's just a girl that's getting abused by her YouTube streamer, Twitch streamer, boyfriend, okay, ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, no shade. But anyway, shout, it looks like the internet is buzzing, okay, the internet is buzzing because 117,420 people has now officially signed the petition for Tory Lanez, okay, so it looks like Mr. T. Peterson, they star, might be getting new trial, okay, a second trial, which I feel like he's going to dominate and win because there are new evidence proving that he ain't even should make the fucking seahorse, okay, so I am glad, okay, y'all should go run it up on his Twitter. The link is over there, okay, his link on Instagram. Y'all can go. Let's run it up for him, okay. I feel like he needs to pop his ish and he needs to be out. The seahorse career needs to be over, okay. Lying Lipo, Thee Stallion needs to be over. And I love this because I mean people are not really jerking with her. She's flopping. But anyway, shout, the devil works hard, but Jay-Z works harder. So 20 hours ago, Chris Brown did post free Tory, and we talked about it. And here comes a lawsuit for Chris Brown. Chris Brown was arrested in Manchester yesterday in connection to a 2023 nightclub incident where he allegedly struck a music producer with a tequila bottle. Okay, authorities detained him at 2 a.m. at the Lloyd Hotel over the reported assault at Tape Mayfair. Okay, so let me know if anybody down below in the comments. And now all of a sudden this is coming out because Chris Brown did post free Tory. So I mean they don't play over there. That's why I say we need to expose and embarrass Rock Nation. Okay, and sadly Beyonce is gonna go down with them. I really wish it wouldn't go down. Okay, I really wish it wouldn't go down. Diddy name drop Jay-Z and Beyonce. Name drop Megan. You can just say something. Just say Megan was feeding Hennessy to people in your parties and she was drugging. Oh, that's gonna be Cardi B. But name Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, she needs to be locked too. I just want them to name drop the Seahorse, Jay-Z, Beyonce. Okay, Desiree Perez. They need to name drop all those people. But I mean, everything boils down to Nicki Minaj wasn't lying. Okay, when Nicki was saying everything she was saying, y'all was like, oh, Nicki is beat up, or Nicki is pressed, or Nicki is jealous. But here comes Nicki Minaj having the last laugh. Okay, here comes Nicki Minaj having the last laugh. And this scene would always be one of the gaggiest scene of all time. Nicki Minaj might tell a joke, but never tell a lie. Okay, so I mean, this should rub on y'all flopping ass flippity floppy face. You all that was dragging Nicki Minaj when Nicki was going off on Bigfoot. But here comes the Tiana, the queen never lie. Okay, even if Kelsey did pull the trigger, she wasn't shot. Didn't she say they did shoot her 2 legs, and all of a sudden, years after, we only talk about 1 leg. Suspicious. Okay, so I mean, Nicki might tell a joke, but never tell a lie. Okay, and that's T. You guys should let me know how you feel about this down below in the comments. I've been gagging all throughout because I know Megan Thee Stallion is going through it. She's probably at home crying, using her straw to take her Hennessy. Okay, using the straw to take her Hennessy, or she's twerking and crying because something that girl is addicted to is twerking. So she can be twerking and crying, taking Hennessy with a straw. Okay, but I mean, Nicki's having the last laugh. Y'all want a brunch. The queen of rap was on your clock in y'all face. So let's keep that in mind. Nicki might tell a joke but never tell a lie. Now, something else I want to talk about. Delusion Gang would always be Delusion Gang, okay? And I didn't even want to talk about this, but I mean, they just pissed me off. So they posted Nicki Minaj and Kenneth and posted Cardi B and her new boyfriend, aka Stephon Diggs, the PR relationship that he already cheating and she's probably getting fucked by somebody else. But they said, oh, Cardi, don't do them like that. I know that Nicki out mugging and out garging and now shining Cardi B at the Mega like still hunting the Delusion Gang, okay? But anyway, y'all, she and her new boyfriend, husband, whatever they call them, look a fucking mess. I don't care. Okay? They look a fucking stinking mess. But anyways, y'all, we not talk about the husbands. We talk about music and female rap. Cardi B's career is down the toilet. Okay, she's basically over. Atlantic Records is done with Cardi B. This is 2025, not 2018. Anyways, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And as usual, thanks for watching.